For all its beauty and splendor, the wilderness can be a cruel teacher.
On July 18th of this year, my buddy Jim and I headed up to the beauty and splendor of Crested Butte, starting from Pueblo, Colorado. Our goal was to ultimately get to the BMW Top of the Rockies Rally in Paonia, Colorado. With many deer along the road, the scenery along Highway 50 is lush and spectacular in places. Monarch Pass is particularly beautiful. Every time Jim and I travel in the mountains during the summer, we encounter weather. Here we are arriving in Crested Butte, Colorado. We headed out north from Crested Butte on County Road 317. This takes you through the town of Gothic, and it also circles back through Paradise Basin back to Crested Butte. You can also take it through the Devil's Punch Bowl, which is very challenging off-road, which also will take you out to the Crystal Mill and the town of Marble. The last thing you want to see is a stuck car on a narrow shelf road with a 1,000-foot drop-off. I changed the tire and helped the car get back on the road. This helped us continue on, but as you can see, it's much later in the day than it was when we met this person. As the night wore on, we decided to get as close to Paonia as possible. We found ourselves on Kebler Pass and took the first available camping spot we could find, which turned out to be in the middle of a beautiful wildflower field. In the morning, we carried on down Kebler Pass. We eventually arrived in Paonia, which is one of my favorite small towns in Colorado. Drove by my uncle, Angelo. And finally arrived at the rally at the city park hosted by the city of Paonia. Later that day, Jim and I found ourselves in a typical situation, surrounded by immense beauty and a potentially blocked road. We did try and get across this stream, however the rocks on the other side were too narrow for my 4Runner to fit through, so we ended up having to give up and back up the hill. On the way back down to Paonia, we got caught up on the road by a little roadblock. After leaving the Grand Mesa area and heading back down to the rally, we stopped to listen to some music there by Leilani Kilgore from Nashville, Tennessee.
Tired of safety in the shadows, too afraid to face the day. When I find the voice in my life, it knows where I go. Everything in your uphill battle, but I'm down to win the war.
Saturday morning, I left Paonia early with Carl and Kathy to go scratch up the truck. It was lots of fun right up until it wasn't. This is the Lead King Basin area on the opposite side of the Maroon Bells from Aspen. This was not the fun part. Thank goodness for kind-hearted people who don't have anything better to do than help idiots like me.
Thank you. You guys all rock.
After getting back on the road, I realized I was only halfway down Lead King Basin Trail and still had over an hour to get back to Marble, plus another hour to get back to Paonia. After that adventure on the mountain, arriving in Paonia felt like home. I recovered Jim from the hotel several hours late, and we stopped by the rally, but decided to head home because I was a little stressed from almost losing the truck over the side of the mountain adventure. We had a beautiful drive home with awesome weather right up until it wasn't. Another awesome trip, another awesome adventure, but I'm glad to be home again. See you at next year's rally.